I want to try to get the inside shoulder, or dominate the shoulder, control the shoulder. I might not always get the inside grip. I may have to try up here and get a grip that's still trapped down here. And I'm killing his shoulder this way. So what I want to do is control his near shoulder. So you want to kill the near shoulder. We're going to talk about a righty against a lefty or a lefty against a righty in gripping and fighting from that. And there's a whole tactical, there's actually a strategy, something you set up ahead of the time, and you have to have some tactics as you're on the fly on the actual match. But it's how you approach it. So it's not just, if I grip this way, he grips this way. There's some overall things you have to continually remember. Okay? So let's look at those. Derek's a lefty. He fights a lot of lefty, and I'm a righty. Okay, so let's turn around so we can move the camera here. So if he's a lefty and I'm a righty, we've got this problem here because we're both kind of stalemated. Okay, and just our stance, just like a boxer. It's very similar to a boxer who's a southpaw versus a standard side boxer. So now, when we're gripping and fighting, some things I really have to think about. Here's my strategy. Here's my overall game plan. I always want to have my hip beating his hip. No matter whether we're righty against lefty or lefty, whatever it may be, I always want to have the inside hip if I can. And if I'm a righty against a lefty, and he'll do the same thing. We want to, part of our game when we're gripping, we want to make sure I'm the guy in front of him, just slightly. So when I slide in for my throw, my hip's in position to throw. Or if I want to fake forward, I can come back. Okay. Now a lot of people will say, well, try to have the inside foot, and that's really good advice. If I have an inside foot on him, then I most often will have my hip inside of him, but not always. He might be really leading with his hip quite a bit. But see, there he is. Now I may have the inside foot, but he's got the inside hip. So if I come in, he can bop me, and he can shift back and throw me back, and I'm in trouble. So you got to beat his hips. So if you're a righty versus a lefty, this is where it's really acute. It's a major thing you've got to think about. So when we're fighting, and then we also will always try to get the inside grip, but it's not always possible. So as long as I've got the inside hip, I don't necessarily always have the inside grip on the lapel of the jacket. Okay? I might have a grip out here, and he's dominated the grip in here, but as long as my hips are inside. And the reason is, I've seen a lot of guys start with like an Uchimata. They'll come in, they'll step in like this, and I'll come in and catch. Still catch the guy as long as he's got the inside hip. He still may offer a good block. So that's a huge consideration when you're righty versus lefty. A lot of people think about it's just how we grip up here, righty versus lefty, and there are some things we'll talk about. But this is the key thing. Okay, if I get the inside hip, okay, and also in position. When we're moving, we're not just want to be standing. It's always a fluid moving position. I always want to say, if he starts to move the outside, I'm always going to move inside of it. Okay. Now I may have to kick him back to get him where I want him, but there I am. I always want to stay like my old friend Harry Parker said, lead with your hips. And this is where you really good advice, lead with the hips. So okay, so we've got the hip, established that, we've got that. Okay, now if I can, I'm going to get the inside grip. Okay. I want to try to control the near shoulder, what I call killing the near shoulder. If I can do that, I probably am going to dominate him in the gripping and maybe get a throw, and most likely will. So when we're fighting here, I want to try to get the inside shoulder, or dominate the shoulder, control the shoulder. I might not always get the inside grip. I may have to try it here and get a grip that's still trapped down here. and I'm killing his shoulder this way. So what I want to do is control his near shoulder. So you want to kill the near shoulder, because I want to negate this. He wants to be square and strong, and I want to crush his shoulders where he's no longer square and strong. And when he sees that, he'll square back up and give me the opportunity to catch an oach or something else, cross body, could be anything. So I want to, considerations, get the inside stance, get the inside hip, kill his near shoulder, whatever it may be, okay? All right, so we're gripping and we're fighting, and we're doing all this stuff here, and he says, I don't like the grip, he peels it off, okay? Get this here and clamp it down. Now I want to kill, see, I'm controlling his shoulder again. Constantly think about killing the shoulder. It's not as complicated as people try to make it. So, Nick, could you come in? So, Nick's a righty, Derek's a lefty. Okay, so Derek wants to impose his left-handedness on Nick. Okay, so he's going to do that. He's going to try to, and if he beats that up, boom, he pops it, kills it free. See what he did? He re-gripped to pull the shoulder down. He was killing the shoulder. Let's look how he did that. It's a great move. So he killed that. Now, look at this, right hand here, what did that do? Pop down, see it broke the shoulder. Didn't really break it, but it broke the posture of the shoulder. Now he's got what he wants. Now he can shoot into whatever it may be. There you go. So, that's what you've got to do. You've got to think about beating his hip and beating his shoulder. And when you fight right against left. There are a lot of ways to grip people, and it just comes from a lot of good grip randori and a lot of randori practice, getting at it, getting on that, working with people, and putting yourself in situations. So, hey, Derek, you're a lefty. Really work me hard on the left. I'm gonna really. So, you know, put yourself in situations of randori. But those are the overriding, tactical, strategic, the overall strategy you have. But apply them. The tactics is what's the strategy applied on the battlefield, you know, on the map. And the tactics, so apply those key things. Try to keep the inside hip, or the inside foot, try the inside hip. And also, I don't want to be just sticking out here and grabbing the same, because he'll foot sweep me. Well, there I go. So be sure when you're doing this, you're balanced well. See, I pull here, trying to kill his shoulder, get the inside foot. Now, as he starts to pull away, I got my inside hip. I can come in Kouchi, I can come in Uchimata, whatever it may be, but I want to get the inside hip, and I want to kill his near shoulder. Okay? A lot of people say, try to get both hands on him. That's great advice. But sometimes, I can only get one hand on him. And especially if it's a righty against a lefty. If I've only got this one hand here, now if I see this, and I was talking earlier tonight with Don Hinchcliffe, who was a really good lightweight judo player. He said, well, from here, I create movement. And I think that's what a lot of good lightweights, certainly anybody would do. We're not just plugged to the mat here. We can move all around, okay? So if I'm here, I can start moving around. So I'll create movement, I'll create space between our bodies and step up the tempo. So if he's beating me here and he's peeled my hand off, I'll keep moving around here where I can start doing movement. So that's what I want to do. So you don't always have to have both hands on him to attack. When you set him up, you can grab as you attack. But that's kind of, you know, how it works really against a righty versus a lefty. My overall tactical approach when I'm fighting the guy, I always want to have the inside hip. I always want to have the hip inside of his. In other words, I want to beat him at the hip. As my old friend Harry Parker often said, lead with your hips. And that's what we'll do. Often, coaches will say, get the inside foot against an opponent. Okay, you'll want to do that. That's correct. The hip is the important thing. I want to have that inside hip against him. And also, always kill his near shoulder. Control. When I say kill the near shoulder, it means control. break the posture of his shoulder. He wants to be square and strong, and I want him bent over where he no longer has use of the shoulder. I want to make it dead to him. And so that's why I call it killing the shoulder. But don't get hung up on a series of grips, because you have to be skilled enough in all kinds of gripping. That's why you have to do a lot of randori, put yourself in a lot of situations in randori, situational drills, where you have to change your grips. But always remember, kill a shoulder, get the inside hip, and also another thing when you're attacking, especially right against right, or right against left, or left against right, don't let your elbows float. Trap your elbows in and control with your elbows. These are some key things, and a lot of practice. And there's no easy answer against right against left or left against right, but those are some good basic guidelines. There's an overall strategy that you can apply when you're in an actual match or a randori on a tactical sense.